preparing to stream the meeting. Setting up your meeting for YouTube Live. Done redirecting to YouTube. Okie dokie. Are we live now? Yes, we are live. Got it. Okay, share screen right here and share. So the first sound that we will be learning today is called a shva. This is to be pronounced just shva. It's the short I like if or traffic. It's a very, very short sound. So this sound would be shiva. Not shiva, not sheva, not shuva, just shiva. Shiva. And shiva is kind of like a stopping sound. I guess almost like a traffic light that we are going to stop and pause on that letter for just a little bit. So just like the shiva, we just emphasize the shin of the shiva. Does that sound right? Shiva. So long as it's clear, we're good.
What were you calling the balls?
Which ones?
Like the one with Sharuk. What do you call that ball?
The
in
dot?
the middle? Yeah, but did you have a word for the dot? No.
A circle?
Thank you.
So this is almost like a sh sound where we have these two dots. Okay, so now the truth is that there are two ways we could learn this. The complicated way or the oversimplified way. And I think that it'll be better to go with the oversimplified way because I just think that'll be a lot better.
Yep.
So we're going to skip a little bit. And you know, maybe we'll do a little bit of both. Okay, so we'll start with the shiva, which makes like a short sound, like shiva, like traffic, like just not 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 oo, just So let's look over here. Oh, let's read these two letters that are up here, okay? So how would you read the first word on the page?
Vaga.
So let's remember that we're doing with the vav, we're doing the short sound, like the So we're just going to briefly mention the v. So it'll be like just like v, exactly. V. Vigam. 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 So what's the next one gonna be?
A ka.
Becha. Very good. Becha. Vigam becha. Vigam becha. So let us. Oh, yes, very important. If it's on the last letter of a word, it doesn't make this noise. If it's on the last letter of a word, it is a silent shiva, and we just land on the word just like as if it didn't have a shiva. So the first word is long. Let's see if we can break it up. Syllable by syllable, go ahead, John.
B. B. Let's see. Biba. Biba no. Oh, Biba. Biba no. Biba no sayad. Biban Osaya?
Even no sayich. Very good. And what about that second word?
Mala.
Malach. Very good. So if you have it at the end of the word, it doesn't
Wait
do
a
anything.
second. Got a question here.
Please.
You're giving a lot of to stuff. And lamed is lamed, but you got you pronounced it differently.
So the last letter over here is a
with the chaf, but I thought you don't
final
say
chaf.
it.
Sorry?
I thought you don't say it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Joan. If the shava is on the last letter of the word, we don't pronounce the shava. So
but you pronounce the letter, but not the shava?
Exactly. So it would be malach, not malach, just malach.
Oh.
Does that make more sense? So it would be bivenosayich, not bivenosayich, just bivenosayich.
Okay.
Okay. So this we will skip. Okay. And go for it, Joan and Leib Moshe.
Oops, gonna move you.
Page 61A.
Yeah, okay. Shiva. B, the, g, da, d, he, the, ch, t, y, k, ha, k,
Very good.
k,
Good.
le, me, ne, sh, y. I mean, he, the. Oops, gotta move you. Yeah.
Oops, careful.
Oh, t, k, r, sh, s, t. Whoops. Yeah, t, sa.
Very good. Perfect. Okay, so I don't think we need to do the out of order one, but let us get down and dirty, real and rural. No, that doesn't work. But anyways, go for it, Joan.
Whoops. The khatsa. The khatsa. No, the khatsa.
So now read it together.
The cats.
Perfect. Next.
Kaku. Oh. Kako. The coat.
Very good. Next one.
The what's under it? The somebody just sent me a message. Wait a second. It has to leave the line. Okay. Which one am I on? Oh, the second one.
The last word of the first line.
The last word of the first. Oh. That with the one underneath. Yud. What's with the iron with the E sound? Oh, it's just E. It's just E.
Very good. Which brings us to something that I wanted to look at. So let me see if I can pull up last week's, where would it be? Where would it be? Because this is going to be one of the rules that we're going to get to later. However, I think it would be great for us to look at it now. If you wanted to write the word he, how would you write it? If you wanted to make the noise he, what would you put there?
With a hey, but the hey with a dot under it.
What's the name of that one?
Hey with a dot under it.
Yeah, so what's the name of the dot?
Oh, Shirik.
Chirik, right?
Shirik.
Chirik. So
Shirik.
hey with a chirik underneath it would be he. Now let's look how we actually spell it. Let me just find the right page. Here. Okay. And we are going to slideshow from current slide. Then I'm going to share my screen. How do I get back to where I am? Where are we? Here. Here. I want to stop share. What do you see on the screen now? Let me just do new share. This one. Okay. So read the third word. I wish I had like a paper in front of me that I could. The third word on the top line says.
What's the he? He with
He.
the yud.
Very good. It just says he. So the yud and the aleph are both silent afterwards.
Because
neither of them have a vowel and both of them end up being silent letters. The he, the yud is kind of part of the chirik. And the aleph is silent. So it's only there for grammatical reasons, for the meaning of the word. But actually, to make that sound, we could have just had one letter with a dot instead of a whole long word. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I gotta make it cooler in here too. It's hot. I'll be back in half a minute.
Sure. Leib Moshe, how are you feeling today? What was it like shepping nachas from all your four? Is this the first time the grandkids were together?
Not the first time, but now they're together regularly.
You're so lucky.
I am blessed.
Yes.
Okay. So let us okay. So that's it. That we're done. You can hang up, you can open a sitter and read. Is that exciting?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, but there's a few rules that we need to go through first. And then you will watch the magic happen as you open some prayers and begin to read for yourself. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay. Perfect.
Then I'll be Leib Moshe. I'll be calling you once I do that.
Perfect.
Okay.
You guys can pray together every morning and every night.
I don't want to be a burden.
Okay, so here on page, where are we? 63, 64, and 65. They are, how do we say it?
What's kataf mean?
Chataf, lots of ches, lots of ch. We got lots of ch going on. So this may look very daunting. Now, half of this you recognize, right? I hope.
Yes.
We have the tongue depressor with the tonsil. We have the tongue depressor by itself, and we have the eggs, the segel, right? We have the kamatz, the patach, and the segel, which look familiar, don't they?
Yes.
Good, very good. Now, the rest of it is a
Shiva.
shiva. So what are you going to do when you have a shiva, right? So it's not the shiva, it's just shiva. Very short sound, shiva. If you would come to a letter which has both of these vowels underneath it, you might get very confused. What are we going to do here? Is it da, 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 da? What do we do? So guess what? You're in luck today. You're in luck today. Because the solution to all of these three is absolutely incredible and it's easier than you ever thought. You ready to hear this? Just forget the Shva.
Oh my goodness.
A chat of Kamat says a chat of Fatach says a, and a chat of Segel says e.
That's hysterical.
So they look very scary, but they mean nothing for the context of what we are learning tonight. Okay?
Good.
So that's one important thing to know. So let's do some reading here. Joan, you want to read the third line?
Oh, is that one of those? Okay, you forget that. Cha, la, le, hala, hala, chala.
That's not the third
Careful
line.
with this one.
Oh,
What's underneath the Lamed?
Are we on the second line or the third line?
Oh, yes. Joan, that's the second line. Let's do the third line. Thank you,
is that
Moshe. Let's do the third line.
oh my. Okay. Whoops. Whoops. I know. I know. I know.
Careful, where's the dot?
Under. Ani.
Perfect. Ani. Ani in Hebrew means I. Ani. Ani.
What page is this?
This would be
63B. 63B.
63B.
I mean, here I copied all these pages. Might as well use it. Right. I didn't copy that one. That's all very quickly. How did I do that? Oh well. Oh well. Okay.
Next.
God, I go blank when I see it like this. Ra, 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 e, right?
Ra'i. Very good. Next one.
Gee, Moishe, would you like to do it?
So the truth is that the next two are exceptions to the rule that we're not going to get into today. So let's skip them.
Lamacharat.
Very good.
Madavcha.
Careful, Moshe.
Mordechai.
Almost. I think we're skipping the last letter over there.
Mordechai.
Oh, almost. So we're just going to land on the Yud. So because it's an exception, the Kamatz is going to make an ah sound. So it's going to be Mordechai. Mordechai. Mordechai.
All right.
Should we do a few more of these?
Yes.
I got a question. Isn't in the last, the Mordecai, I guess, isn't the second letter a resh?
Right.
So
Mordechai. Yeah.
oh, okay, that's right. Okay.
Le Moshe, would you like to read for us the last line?
Oh, good.
Lech.
Perfect.
Kefalo,
Very good.
Wow.
Yamad.
Ya Ahmad. Very good.
Yamad.
Like yo man, but like Yamad. Okay. Leib Moshe, can you read this page for us?
I'm just getting my card.
This is going to be 64b, the Chataf Patachs.
I got it.
So again, remember, it looks scary, but it's just about forgetting that Chataf, forgetting that Shabbat there. Whenever you're ready, let Moshe take it away.
Zatad.
Sorry?
Zatad.
Tad, where are you reading?
The first line on 64B.
The first line on 64b. The first line on 64b. Does that say Ahmad?
Ahmad. Ahmad, Agag, Edam.
Hadam. Very good. Then the second line.
Edam.
Careful. Careful. Take it slow, letter by letter,
Adon.
syllable by syllable.
Adon.
Very good. Just like Adon Olam. Adon.
Achet.
Very good.
Chamor.
Okay, if you were married to an Israeli, you probably recognize that word. She probably called you a chamor, which means a donkey. Le Moshe, I'm sorry if I'm bringing up traumatic memories.
You want me to continue?
Please.
Hello.
Perfect.
Ale. Alea.
Perfect.
Aliyah.
Ale.
Ale. The Ray Tzacha.
So careful with the lookalikes between the ayin and the tzaddik.
The Ray Edecha.
L'reacha, very good.
Yat Kov.
Again, this one is the ayin.
Yetzakov. Yatzakov.
So careful, the ayin and the tzaddik do look similar. So let's be careful. I think that you're mixing the tzaddik with the ayin. So if it was a tzaddik, it would be Yatzakov. It's an ayin here, so it would be Yaakov. Who knows Yaakov?
Yaakov.
Who was Yaakov?
Of Jacob.
Very good. Yaakov was Jacob, the third of the patriarchs. Leib Moshe, this one's a long, hard one. You ready?
Sure. Eshtachaze.
Eshtachave. Very good.
Eshtachaze. Edom. Eshar.
Careful with the vowels on that one. The first is a chataf patach, which makes an
Asher.
very good. Asher. Very good, Leib Moshe. Now we get our chataf segels. Joan, it's your turn.
What page now?
Page 65b. You can read the first line.
I might have copied it. Wait a minute. See. I copied all these pages and I don't know what happened. Okay, oops. Oh my. And yeah. Yeah.
Careful.
Not Is it
Eh.
Isn't that a? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ugh. No.
Yeah, the first time it sounded like a Zion. So evil would be correct. Because like we said, that Yud is often silent and part of the sounds. So evil.
Oh.
Very good. Next.
Oh, with the thing on the top. Edom.
Edom. Very good. Rome.
Oops.
My favorite breakfast food.
What?
Eggo.
What? What happened there? Did you finish it or no?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Joan.
Eggos.
Egos. And Lev Moshe said he likes to eat egos for breakfast. Okay. Okay. So, like you've seen, they might throw you off with the extra dots. However, they read just like regular. Next, let's move ahead over here to one exception. And that is, let me ask you, what sound does this make?
Pa.
Oh, with the letter.
With the letter, right? So we have a chet with a patach.
Cha.
Cha.
Cha. Very good. So cha says cha unless it doesn't. Okay, cha 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 cha. I got you on this one.
Cha.
Usually it says cha. However, and remember this because it happens not all too often, but it's often enough. Cha says cha unless it's at the end of the word. If there's a patach chet at the end of the word, it says ach. Very good. So instead of saying cha, it says ach. Ach, it's at the end of the word. So let us practice these three words. So the first one, because it's at the all of them, it's the same thing. So it would be lu,
Luach.
luach,
Ruach.
ruach,
Shaloach.
shaloach. Very good. Does that make sense, Joan? Luach,
Yes.
ruach, shaloach. So now we're going to have a whole page of them, and we're going to read them together. Okay? The first one you may have heard of. The first word may be familiar to you. It's how us Chabad rabbis are referred to. Shaliach. Shaliach means messenger, ambassador. We are ambassadors of the Lubavitcher Rebbe. Shaliach. Let's continue the rest of the line together. We'll do it slowly. I will go through it together. Ko ach. No ach. Katzeli ach. Then the second line. Pote
Ach.
ach. Vesa
Sameach.
sameach. Now the next one, our favorite word.
Mashiach. Mashiach.
Mashiach. Mashiach. Our favorite word, Mashiach. Okay, continue. Batu.
Batuach.
Batuach. Mashgi.
Mashgiach.
Ach. Mizbei.
Mizabeach.
Mizabeach. Mate.
Matebeach.
Matebeach. Very good. Let me move this on my screen. Hamesha.
Hamishaleach.
Hameshaleach. And this one you're going to find often in the Psalms. Lame.
No.
Matziach.
No.
Lame Natseach.
Tzeach.
Okay. And what do we have here? A yud with no vowel. We said this and we'll go over it again more right here. A yud with no vowel makes no sound. So let us. What does this say? What does this word say?
Lefanecha.
What? Kaf?
Very good. Lefanecha, just like in the Moda Ani, lefanecha, lefanecha. Now, guess what happens? What does it say now?
Same thing.
Same
Lefanecha.
thing. Very good. The yud, if it doesn't have a vowel, is silent. And now, are we all ready? Are we all ready? We've spent 5 weeks. We've learned the letters. We've learned the vowels. We've put together words. We've put together 1-letter words, 2-letter words, 3-letter words, 4, 5, even 6-letter words. We've learned the rules and we've learned the exceptions. The basic rules and the basic exceptions. And now, we are ready. Are we ready? Joan, let's take card 68A. And watch the magic happen as we read together the Modani. Modani lefanecha. Joan, I think that Nechama learned it with you guys in the Torah and T a while back. It's what we say in the morning when we thank Hashem for giving us back our life and back our souls and giving us another day. Are we ready for page 68?
Wait, I gotta get something else then. Hold on a second. Where is
Okay. Aha. Okay, we'll get to the dot sharing first. One more exception or one more piece of practical advice before we're done.
Is it? A little too disorganized here.
That's okay. Sounds like my house.
I thought I was organized until I have to find something. You sent it. No.
Are you getting that silver card, Joan?
That's what I'm looking for. The laminated card.
Yes.
And I had it. I'll find it another day. I have it out, but somewhere. Oh my.
That's okay. We've got it here in page 6, card 68A. But before we get there, we're going to look at number 69. And this is just a practical thing. When you have a mem with a dot over it, it means, or it says,
Oh.
So this letter mem with a cholam would be
Mo.
Oh, like your friend next door, right? Mo Greenbaum. So Mo, now let me ask you this. When we have this over here, what does it say?
Moshe.
Moshe, right? Moshe. Now, very often in the typeset, these letters are going to be very close to each other. So what's going to end up happening is that. And this dot of the shin is going to be doing double duty. And when you see a letter like this, which doesn't have a vowel, and it's next to the shin, then you'll know that it's a cholam. It's just a dot doing two things. When I was younger, I often got confused when we had the sin with a cholam and trying to figure out, is it a sin with a cholam or is it a sin with a different vowel? And how do you know? So just look at it. If there's no other vowels, then this dot is doing a double duty. Is that clear? Are there any questions?
So that's with the shin, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Either the shin with a cholam before it or a sin with a cholam after it.
Oh,
I think we had some of those when we did the sins with the cholams. Okay. And now, oh,
oh,
how sweet, how sweet. Okay. Are we ready? Take it slow, take it easy, and take it away. Card 68A.
מודה אני לפניך, מלך
hi,
חיים
dacha, yam,
וקיים,
shehech, shizarta benesh mati, lechemla, rabba emuna, techa.
Very good, Joan. There we go. Well
Yeah,
done.
well,
Were you reading from the cheating side?
from
Ah,
the
okay.
lamb
So now read it from the Hebrew.
Mo, decha. Ah, ni, ani.
Good.
See, I don't have the. Whoops. Something came up on the screen. Oh no, I lost it. Hello?
Yeah, we hear you. We
Wait,
see you.
oh, I don't see you. I've got all this silly stuff on here. Oh my.
If you go back into the Zoom app, then you'll see us back again.
Mm. Oh no.
We still hear you. You're there.
Go away.
Leib Moshe, did the Modani look more familiar to you this time than it did last time?
more familiar than when. I don't really understand what you're referring to.
When you got the laminated card, did the Modani look as familiar?
I'll be honest with you, I was able to read it on the laminated card before we started this class.
Perfect. Very good. That's great. That is very good, Leib Moshe.
I've got this picture on here that I don't want. Some rap group or something or other.
You can read it straight from the card, Joan. You have the card in front of you?
Yeah.
68A.
Oh, that card. The whole thing?
68A is 4 lines.
Oh no. You'll be here all night. Oh, it'll take me too long.
Try start with the first line.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
What's the ani?
Very good. Now the second line.
Le, le. Oh yeah. Le, fa. Yeah. Ha.
Very good.
Ne. Le. Two things. Cha. Ki. Cha.
Right? And remember that if it's a shva at the end of the word, we only pronounce the letter and not the ch. So it would be melech.
Melech. Cha. Cha. Cha.
Careful.
No?
The yud at the end of the word.
Wait a minute. Where? Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
So it says,
Just the. Cha. Why?
chai. Very good. Chai.
Gee, I don't know why. I don't have that in my head.
Okay.
Because that's an ah. But the yud at the end makes it a. Why does the yud at the? Oh, is that one of the exceptions? No.
No, it's not an exception. We have a yud at the end, so it's chai. Chai.
David Melech Yisrael Chai Chai V'Kayom. David
Very
Melech
good.
Yisrael Chai Chai V'Kayom.
Perfect. That's it.
Yeah. Akaya.
Vikayam. Very good. So, John, I'm going to let you finish the rest of that tomorrow morning when you wake up.
Right.
On page 68b, there are a few exceptions that you need to know about, which is the Shema. Page 68b is the Shema. And there are a few exceptions that you need to know about. The first one is, if you see on the third line, in the middle of the line, the word bechol. Do you see that? Bechol.
Yeah.
So whenever you have a chaf and a lamed with a kamatz underneath, the kamatz is going to make an aw sound. So this word is going to be bechol. And this is an exception, which applies every time you see these two letters with a kamatz. Instead of being bechal, it's going to be bechol. So that will also be two words later, uvechol nafshecha. And then in the beginning of the next line, also, uvechol meodecha.
Could you say what the exception is again, kindly?
When you have the chaf with a kamatz followed by a lamed, it's going to be chol. Instead of chal, it's going to be chol. Chol. Like the holidays. The Chai holidays. And then there's one more exception that we have in the Shema as well, which is the last word on the third last line, which based upon what we have learned until now would be uveshach becha, but the kamatz underneath the shin is also an aw sound, so it would be uveshach becha. You see that, Joan?
No. Which I thought you said the third line from the bottom, yes?
Yeah, the third line
Yeah,
from the
the
bottom,
last
the last
word.
word on the line.
Yeah. It's a
Uveshach becha. So instead of Uvashach B'cha, it's going to be Uvashach B'cha. It looks different than it looks on the screen over here. Is it the same? Is that the word that's on the third last line in your thing?
No. No.
No? Where's Uvashach B'cha? Is that on the first word of the second to last line?
Yeah, the third from the last line, the second to last word. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So anyways, that word Uvashach B'cha is Uvashach B'cha, not Uvashach B'cha. So it would be an aw sound. Other than that, you are ready to read Shema. You are ready to read the Shema. Could you imagine, Joan,
No, it's amazing.
that you'd be reading Shema from
It would
from
be an
this
all
side?
day. It would be an all-day prayer.
Good, good. God will love it. On Rosh Hashanah, you'll wake up in the morning, you'll say Modeh Ani and Shema from the Hebrew side, and that will be absolutely incredible in addition to whatever you'll read from the English side from your machzor. But honestly, I doubt it will take you more than 15 minutes.
Okay, that's better.
And as you get, so what we've done here is we've taught the accuracy, and the speed will come along. And the more you practice it, the better the faster you'll get and the more accurate you'll get. And I ask you this: if you could read the Modeh Ani prayer every day and the Shema every day, once a day, Modeh Ani in the morning and Shema either in the morning or before you go to sleep at night, or if you could even in the morning and at night when you wake up and before you go to sleep, you will remember all of these rules and everything will stay fresh in your mind for as long as you live, for as long as you continue doing this.
B'Vakasha.
So now, I'm gonna ask Joan first. Joan, this was my first time teaching how to read Hebrew. I want to ask you how the course went for you. What was something that you enjoyed about it, and what's something that I could do better next time?
I enjoyed, learning. You're always fun. You're always terrific. So that you can't change that. That's wonderful. But actually, right, some things where there are exceptions, certain things I need slower, much slower, because the course should be longer almost. Because I don't have a total working knowledge of everything. Even, reviewing a couple of times a day or whatever, it needs lots and lots of time, lots and lots of practice, not just, quick. So.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It needs a lot more practice.
Yeah.
Practice that you'll continue each day, and you have the foundations and you've got them solid. And you've been doing really well, Joan. So I want you to give yourself a big pat on the back, starting from 0, getting to 100. Well done, Joan. Joan, let me ask you, if you had to sell this course to a friend of yours who you wanted them to learn Hebrew, what would you tell them in 30 seconds or less?
You get a good foundation. You learn the alphabet and you learn the vowels, and you have to understand that the vowels are symbols that go with the letters. And, it comes together in time, lots of time, but it's good to know. If you want to expand your brain a bit, this is the way to do it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Joan. And Leib Moshe, thank you for joining us for this course.
Yes.
Leib Moshe, thank you for joining us. And I want to ask you, and if the answer is nothing, then please tell me. What, if anything, or let me ask you this way. What did you gain from this course?
I gained regaining knowledge that had learned earlier in life and haven't used. So this was a good way to reconnect with my ability to read Hebrew.
Thank you, Leib Moshe. Is there something that you enjoyed about the way the class was taught? And is there something that I could do better next time?
I mean, for me, the only thing that was a little bit slow was, and this is not to demean Joan. Joan and I are at different levels, and so I found myself sitting here just listening to Joan and
You were
not really
so
paying
nice.
and not really paying attention to what you were saying.
Yeah, Leib Moshe, thank you for your patience. You were wonderful.
Oh,
So
you're
it sounds like if we do this again, Leib Moshe is saying that we should have it separated based on where people are holding
Yes.
with their past
right.
experiences.
Right. There's such a
Yes.
difference between me, who
Yes.
learned how to read in the past, and Joan, who's never been exposed to this at all. I mean, there are two different levels that we're coming in at. So for me, at
Right.
times, it was a little
Yes.
bit slow.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, Leib Moshe.
That's a great idea.
That
Yeah.
is a very good idea.
Yeah.
And Leib Moshe, let me ask you, if you had a friend who learned Hebrew in Hebrew school, but now picks up a siddur and can't read through it, and wanted to get back into reading Hebrew, and you wanted to sell them this course, what would you tell them in 30 seconds or less?
I would tell them that it's an excellent way to refresh your memory and relearn and reconnect with things that were learned earlier in life, and that it's an excellent course. The cards are a very useful tool. You can go back and you can look at the cards on your own, or you can go back and look at the video of the class. I mean, the class has been tremendously supportive to learning it. I commend you for that, Rabbi.
Did you find that the outside of the classroom materials, the cards and the videos were useful?
Yes,
Great.
that's
Great.
what I'm saying. These cards are wonderful.
Aren't they absolutely incredible, the cards? And the PowerPoint presentations also really helped. Really helped
Yes.
a lot and brought everything to life. Okay. Absolutely wonderful and fantastic. Tomorrow night starts the new year. Wishing you all a Shana Tova, a
Yes.
happy, a healthy, and sweet new year. And I guess I'll see you guys all next year.
Yes.
Shana
Lashana
Tova,
Tova.
Rabbi.
What year is it,
Shana
Rabbi?
Tova.
5782.
Okay. Thank you.
Joan, we have someone coming to your house probably around 5 o'clock or so, give or take, on Tuesday afternoon, God willing.
Great.
He's going to come with his kids, adorable family.
Oh, wonderful.
And
Thank you.
Leib Moshe, God willing, someone is going to be coming to Westchester as well. I'll keep you posted with a time. And then I'm wondering if we can have Shamika let all the Jewish residents know.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay.
The rabbi is going to come and blow the shofar.
Someone is going to, God willing, come and blow the shofar. Yes.
Leib Moshe, Lashana Tova to you.
Yes, John. L'shana tova to you too.
Thank you.
Take care, all. And if you have any questions that you come up with, you know my number.
Thank you, Rabbi. Lashana Tova to your family too.
Thank you.
Rabbi,
Yes.
I just want to say thank you for waking me up, both literally tonight and figuratively, in terms of my Jewish education and my Jewish background. And you have been a godsend. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome, Leib Moshe. Take good care.
Okay, thank you and good night.